Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Igor here, and in this video I'm going to do a little let's play. I told you I was going to do a let's play in the gluttony mode I was going to do a let's play on the gluttony mode because I know how confusing it is, and I wanted to show you guys. I know someone had made mention, they said they were trying to use the shrooms on a stick and the lavender bluets, and it wasn't working out for them. They couldn't get it to tick up, so I'm going to kind of run through that, and I'm going to try and get a yellow bile to tick here, maybe 1 or 2 points depending on how much stuff I find. So hopefully that'll work, and I'm gonna might try and go for a blood tick too. One thing I did want to mention, I actually saw over here we got sugar caps. I'm gonna go get those because I did actually pick up a tip from somebody that the sugar caps are very good for yellow bile early on, you know, like when you first start out. So I'm gonna check on these. Let's see, and those look really good for early on yellow bile. You got 3 yellow bile in the salt event, 2.5 yellow bile in the mercury event, 3.5 in the sulfur event, none in the lead event. Does give you 4 black bile in the lead event, but I think the 3 other ones would really help you out a lot with that. So that's a good one. Sugar caps, pick those up, gluttony those, and hope you don't get black bile. I guess. Don't really know how much else to. Yellow bile is a real hard one when you're first starting out. I can tell you that it's not easy. Let me see. So we're gonna go and try and find some more lavender bluets. I know, like I said, I got a bunch of lavender bluets in my inventory. I'm gonna try and get my my yellow bile. Try and get that up to 36 or 37 to match my black bile. I like keeping them all as even as possible. It makes things a lot easier in the long run. So I'm gonna try and do that. But of course, see, I just saw like 3 of them on my mini-map earlier, and they disappeared off my mini-map, and now I cannot find them. Oh, this is frustrating. Oh, there's one. To celebrate my finding it, I am going to... Kills the rabbit! Haha! Kills the rabbit. And there we go. And my sound is really loud in this game. Hang on, it's only at 39%. Oh, well, I'll turn it to like 18. So here we go. Picked up another lavender bluet here. And then I gotta gather up a bunch of mushrooms for my shrooms on a stick. I'll probably make 5 shrooms on a stick, I think. That'll only mean I'll have to get 10 of the mushrooms for the shroom on a stick then. So then I can make those up and show you guys how I level yellow bile. I told you in that gluttony video that this is the current system I still use to level my yellow bile, and I wasn't lying. Oh, that's a bear. Do not go in that direction. Wow, let's stay. It's following me. It's seriously coming to hunt me down. It's coming to kill me. Let's see. We will go over this way. And let's see. We're gonna go down, I guess. Aha! Another lavender bluet. See? I'm getting lucky. And that bear is right there. I'm still going for it. Turn on wander for the win. Run! I seriously think these bears are like controlled by a human. There's like some sort of notification that happens when somebody walks by them. They start walking in your direction. I swear that has to be how it works, because they always seem to run and chase you. I don't know why, but oh well. I'm gonna pick up. And surprisingly enough, when I'm in the forest just foraging like this, I actually still use waxing toadstools because there's so many of them. I still use them for recovery sometimes if I'm gonna be out foraging for a while or whatever the case may be. Because I mean, they're not terrible. They heal a decent amount for free, basically, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay, we got a bear there. We got a bear there. We got like 4 bears around here. They must be migrating my way. Who knows? So, see if we can find any more bluets. If not, I'll just dump these in a chest and I'll start collecting mushrooms. And we will start. I will show you how I level up my yellow bile, and I'll kind of explain it along the way, because I know that that gluttony guide was a little confusing. I understand that the gluttony system is very confusing, but basically, once you learn how to read the numbers, that's the biggest one, is reading the numbers, reading the gluttony events and what they mean, and then you'll start getting it. It starts clicking after a little while. It does take a lot of practice. I'm not going to lie to you there. It does take a decent amount of practice to learn, but once you do figure it out, once you start going, I want to, you know, maybe get a tick in phlegm, and you're like, okay, well, let's see, rabbit cuts or rabbit steaks, those look pretty good for phlegm. The wild garlic and the milkweed roots, those look pretty good for phlegm. I'll just try and throw all those together and put those in and gluttony those up and see what happens. And then when it works for you, you'll be like, oh, well, that's not so bad. And then you start looking at it and you're like, okay, well, now I know how to read it, you know, and it'll just start clicking eventually, and pretty soon you'll be doing it like nothing. So I can promise you that, because I was very, very confused by it at first, but over time you start to get it. It starts to make more sense. So on that, we're going to go and look for some more. Now we got to actually go gather mushrooms so that I can make my shrooms on a stick. And see, right about now is when I probably won't see any mushrooms on my map. That'll be my luck. It'll be just nothing. I see a couple. Of course I can't get to them because all these stinking cliffs. So we're going to go over here, try and get this mushroom, which is probably stuck in a cliff. Maybe not. I think I can get that. We're going to Indiana Jones my way over there on the cliff edge here. Alright, got that. And pick up the shroom. Go to the next one. I need 10 of these because the shrooms on a stick takes 1 sharpened stick, 1 lavender bluet, and 2 mushrooms of any kind. So I can actually use the sugar caps in there because I won't be needing them for anything really. I'm not really going to gluttony them. And look at that. On my way of hunting mushrooms, I found another lavender bluet. So, yeah, like I said, when I'm eating... Oh, well, there's another one too. I'll just go grab that one. While I'm eating, I'm going to explain how it works and why it works that way, so that you guys can see it as I'm doing it, because I didn't have enough time to make that last part of my gluttony video. I didn't have time to actually do it because I didn't have enough lavender bluets at the time, but I've been hunting them for 2 days and I think I have enough. I should be able to get one, probably just 1 tick, honestly. But if you're even, I mean, if you're under 20s, if you're in the 20s range, or even if you're in the 15s range, it'll still be fairly easy. You won't have to use 5 shrooms on a stick like I do. But I just want to prove to you guys that I'm not just, you know, lying to you or just giving you empty information, that I actually truthfully said I still use this system to level my yellow bile. And phlegm, what I use for phlegm is the wild salad recipe is pretty good. What else do I use? I know that the rabbits are pretty good, although they're kind of weak for me now. I cannot remember off the top of my head what I use for phlegm. I'm drawing a blank. There was something really good that I was using for it. I think it was a side of venison, actually. Maybe, no, was that? Walk on the Wild Side. That was it. See, just remembered, which, once you get to the 20s, because it does become kind of difficult, but once you get to the 20s, you can actually start killing bears, not bears, I'm sorry, deers, beavers, and rabbits, and that's all it takes is one, why is it cut or steak? I think it might be a steak. So you do have to have, you know, some... Nope, it is just a cut. Okay, so yeah, that works pretty good. And you just kill beavers, kill rabbits, kill a bunch of stuff, and eventually you get enough meat, and then you just craft up a bunch of the walk on the wild side things there, and that is plenty for phlegm. Oh, look at that! I got a brilliant honeydew. Those are actually really nice. I need pots and pans, so I'll go ahead and study that right now. I got another one at my place I can study. But I did realize, finally, I think it's definitely the truth. You know, when you have a lot of black bile, you really want to get that black bile going. Get it up there early, you know, because that affects the speed at which you study. I mean, you'll see here that by the time I get set up, by the time I craft by the time I craft all my shrooms on a stick, and by the time I get ready, you'll see it. You'll see that this 2700 or 2150 points will probably already be done studying, because I do study at a pretty fast rate, so it goes pretty quick. So definitely get the black bile up there. You want to get black bile as early as you can. The smooth stone, I don't care about that. I don't really use those anymore. And if you were wondering about, if you're looking at my base going, what in the hell did you do to your gate? Don't ask. Just we'll leave it at that. Don't ask. It was a very tired project. I was extremely tired and messed it up royally, so I'm just not even worried about it. I'll fix that later. We're gonna eat. Let's see if I got another witch's hat here. I think I do. Yeah. So we're gonna eat a witch's hat here. Keep my black bile up. Gotta keep that black bile up. The higher it is, the faster you study. And I am already done. Already done studying that 2150 pots and pans there. So it's definitely pretty crucial. And I got all my bluets here, but I do not have enough inventory space. Well, we'll just take out as many as I can. And then once again, you guys know my favorite trick. So I am going to. Oh wow, this is lagging pretty bad. I'm just gonna stop moving for a second. I do like my torch alts. So I'm gonna pull him up real quick. I'm gonna light my fire up, and then I will begin cooking these. And somebody sent me a message. I want to thank you for sending me that message. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head, but I do want to thank you for sending me that message because that definitely is something I did want to talk about as well. That you can actually light torches from a fire. So basically you can keep a torch going all the time. Just keep your fireplace going, keep that torch going, and you won't even need to log onto your torch alt. As long as you have a fire going, you can light a empty torch from a fire. I'll show you that here in a second once I get this fire lit up over there. Look, there's me. I'm over there making my fire. You can watch me do it. Well, because I'm on a different screen here, so you can watch me build my fire. And one more torch, light it up. Goes really quick. Okay. Put him back here, and bye-bye. Okay, so now that I got my fire lit, I'm going to go over to my chest here, and I'm going to grab my torch. And I'm going to show you that when you have a fire lit, just keep this fire going, and whenever you need a torch, just pull it out, right-click that, and boom. Oh, my torch is empty. Oh, well, you get the idea. I have to put more fuel in it. But, so you get the rough idea how that works. So, now I'm going to go over here. Now, actually, wait, take that back. I need to equip my axe. I'm going to take a few of these out, I think. Okay. I'm going to go over here. I am going to chop a few blocks up. And probably 4. I'll chop up 4. Because I have 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have enough for 3 shrooms on a stick in my inventory right now. They really need to, I think they should change that so that you can actually use things out of your backpack. That'd be pretty cool, I think, if you could, you know, use things. You didn't have to have them in your main inventory, but I don't know, that's also saved me a couple of times, so definitely a good one to watch out for there. Actually, while this is going, I wanted to tell you guys, I didn't know if you guys knew this. If you are using the Ender's client, which I'm sure hoping you are. Now, some people have this problem. I know I did. I had this problem a lot when I'd go to study a singing old log or aged driftwood or something like that, and I would run into the problem where there's two options. There's split and there's study. And I would always click split because it's right where the study thing is. You're just doing it quick. What I ended up finding out is if you go in the general tab and you check, make sure this little study protection is on. And if that study protection leaves only the study and the right click menus. So basically, let's see if I got one. I know I'm getting off topic here, but I wanted to tell you guys. So if you guys have the same problem I do, definitely turn that on because it's saved me a couple of times. And I probably, there was one right there. So if I turn this off, now when I right click the singing old log, two options, split and study. Now split, I always end up clicking split because I'm just doing it so fast. But if I turn this on, study protection, boop, now the only option is study. You'll never split it ever again. So bam, that's done. Nothing to worry about there. And you can just study things without worrying about splitting them. I hate when I do that. So back on topic here, back on what we were first aiming to do. Shrooms on a stick. So I'm going to craft these up. 2 mushrooms, 1 bluet, and 1 sharpened stick. And let's see. Go ahead and throw the rest of those in there. I'm going to craft 2 more. And let's see. These give, yeah, I'm hoping I can get a point. I really am. If I can't, I'm going to be really mad. Maybe I should make 1 more shrooms on a stick. I think I will. I think I'll make 1 more. Yeah, I think I'm going to because I'm really worried about that. Because the shrooms on a stick at the highest level only gives me 9.5 yellow bile, so I don't know. I feel maybe I will get up to 37 where I would like to be. That'd be amazing. I would just feel on top of the world. Not really. There's a lot of people out there stronger than me, but I don't know. When I set out to do things in Salem, that's why I love it so much, because when I set out to do things, and I mean, this video has been running for 15 minutes now, and I still haven't leveled my, this has all been preparation, just preparation to get 1 or 2 points. I mean, simple, one or two points, and I've been at this for, see, I hate this wall. What did I do? Lord, okay. And this has all just been preparation. I am lagging like crazy. Okay, there we go. And so this has all just been preparation just to get my yellow bile up 1 or 2 points. And this is what it takes. So I mean, really, when you get up to this point, you're really dedicating time, for one thing. And there's another lavender bluet. I can't pass that up right now. But yeah, you really dedicate time. I mean, one day you'll log on and say, well, I want to work on cleaning my settlement up a little bit. One day you'll log on and say, well, I don't know, I'll just feel like crafting some things. One day you'll log on and say, yeah, I just feel like getting my humors up, which is necessarily kind of what I feel like doing right now. So that's why I figured I would record it before I do it anymore. I'm going to record it to show you guys, because I'm trying to keep you guys informed. Whenever I learn something, I try and make a video for you guys so that you guys learn it, so that you guys can have as much fun in the game that I'm having, and it can be a much more enjoyable experience for you. In the meantime, a little announcement that should be pretty interesting to keep an eye out for is me and Zach's next podcast. We should, if everything works according to plan, we are going to have a special guest. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to have a special guest in our next podcast if everything works properly. So definitely excited for that. Woohoo. So once we get more stuff to talk about, that's what's really holding us back on the podcast. We usually like to wait till if there's a big patch or that is a mushroom. Why can I not? It has to be waxing toadstools. Of course, I forgot. So we gotta go get one more waxing toadstool. If I wasn't such an idiot, I would have known that. So it shouldn't take me too long. They're everywhere. If I can spend less than 5 minutes getting out of my gate, but I horribly screwed up. So yeah, we should have a new podcast coming probably around the next time they do a big patch, when we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We like having a good amount to talk about, so that way, yeah, look, see, now I got my new friend down there. He's a villager nearby. He's offering to sell me bluets, and I will probably take him up on that offer here shortly. And I will tell him, he says he gathered 10 bluets if I need any. I do need them. Say hi to YouTube. If it would stop lagging so terribly bad for a second right now, and I don't know why my computer is freaking out. Just freaking out and just crash. I don't know what. I don't know, I've never had problems like this. But no, it wasn't really the chat. I'm just lagging. Why? Something is going on here. I don't know why. I am going to try and fix this problem, and I will be right back. Okay, I think I have fixed my lagging problem here. Seems to be a little bit better. Now we are going to do what I was trying to do before. See if the chat is what does it. Here we go. Yeah, I do need bluets. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to all the pilgrims out there. I'm doing a Let's Play. So, yeah, so see, really networking yourself with people is also important. I did want to tell you guys about that. Networking yourself with other pilgrims, making sure they're nice. I'm going to do a video on keeping, he says, hey guys. And I'm going to be doing a video on how to best survive and try and stay alive, basically. That's going to be my next one, big one, I think, because I want to make sure that people don't die. That's huge. I don't want you guys to die. It ruins the experience to a certain extent, and that's no fun. So I'm going to do that, help you guys out. So we have come to the exciting moment we've all been waiting for, which is my gluttony experience. Yay! Okay, so basically how I do it, now that I got an inventory full of shrooms on a stick and lavender bluets, is I start with lavender bluets. I start with maybe 2 or 3 of them. And that is going to raise, you're going to see the almighty fork of feasting. No, you're going to see my yellow bile going up, and you're going to see my blood going up. Now I'm going to do this a few times, so we're just going to cram down in here. You don't want that variance penalty. Remember the variance penalty. That is your mortal enemy. I'm going to do this a few times, get my blood and yellow bile up there, and maybe I'll do 4. And then I think I am going to... It's another friend of mine just logged in. But now I'm going to eat my shrooms on a stick here. And you see just yellow bile is going up. That is because the shrooms on a stick do not give blood. So that is what you want to do there. So I got to 36, but I do not think that I have enough to... I don't have enough to actually do another tick. So I don't know. I got some more time to fill. I think I'll just go out there and... he is so excited. This is also Dogman L4D2. He's asking me to get on Skype. This is another friend of mine. He does YouTube videos as well. So hopefully, we can collaborate eventually. He's a pretty cool guy. Check out his channel if you want. I'll put it in the comments, and we can do something there. Maybe I just might invite him to this Let's Play. I'll have to cut it off again, but it'll only be for a short second. I might invite him to this Let's Play and see what happens, I guess. You guys can get a little deal on that, I guess. But I'll say, yes, I'm here. I'm doing a Gluttony Let's Play for all the fellow YouTubers and pilgrims out there. That's you guys. And tell him to say hi to YouTube. And he's probably going to ask if we can record. But I think that I'm already too far in to actually allow him to come in, because I don't really know how that would work syncing wise. I guess I could probably try it. I don't see what the harm would be in trying it. Oh, he says, hey there, YouTube. This horrible lag again. Is it going to steady out? I don't know. Come on, steady out. I think, it might be server lag, but I don't know if it's my fraps lagging or if it's the server lagging. I'm not sure. Kind of feels like server lag. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I think it might be server lag, possibly. But I'm just going to play through it, and hopefully my sound does not screw up as well. And good night there, bud. I'm trying to type too fast. But yes, as you can see now, the spike has gone away. I have no more lagginess. Hopefully that works out. I don't know why. I apologize, guys, for the lagginess on this Let's Play. I don't know what's going on. Not too sure, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple little things, that I'm learning. I'm learning new stuff all the time, figuring stuff out and learning new stuff. And just for what's on the ground here? Oh, it's just a waxing toadstool. Oh, hey, a deer. You guys get to see how I fare with deers. Actually, when you fight a deer, you do want to have decent biles, because they do hit pretty hard if they bull rush you. And when deers, it seems like the way deers AI are set up is that they will try and run away from you, so you want to really keep distance. So I usually turn on wander mode, or run works really well too, and I will just thrust him once and follow him. Don't let him close distance, and then nope, like that. There we go. And yeah, I mean, that fight could have gone far better than it did, but yeah, that took me from 34 to 19.9. So yeah, he hit me a couple of good times there. So all right, now we're gonna go see if I can fit this deer through my terrible gate, and we can. Excellent, but I cannot open the gate carrying things. So up, lag. All right, there we go. And we're gonna go into the house of meat, the butcher shop, and put that there. Well, I'll actually probably just hunt some stuff for now. Maybe I'll try and get up Try and get up maybe... I got some time left. I'll try and do... I'll put these in a chest for my next point. So I gotta get up to 37, so I'm gonna try and get my phlegm up to 37. And we're gonna put this up here, there, and there. And let's see, I do not have rabbits though. I need to go kill rabbits. Or do I have a couple left? I actually might have a couple left. We're in luck. Yay! I do not have to hunt rabbits, which always seems to be a problem. I do have bear cuts, okay. Deer cuts. Where are those beaver cuts? Bear cut, okay. Well, I'll take the deer cuts, because I need those. I'm going to make some walk on the wild sides. Do phlegm here. I'm going to show you how good those are. And there's another deer cut. I'll take that. A beaver cut. Need that. And a venison cut. Where are you? You wabbits. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. Terrible impression. I'm just trying to fill in silent spots because I'm horribly unorganized. Oh, there's one. That'll give me two cuts. And put that in there. I might actually have to hunt rabbits. Dang it. Let's see. Do I have any rabbits? No, I don't. I usually store everything randomly in my house. I don't know why. Just because it doesn't decay? I don't know. So, we're going to go down here and kill us a rabbit or two. I'm probably going to need, like... I don't even want to think about it. Too many rabbits. Hey, maybe you guys will get lucky and get to see me kill a March hare. I've only, honestly, really, literally, I've only killed one of those this entire time I've been playing. I've only had one of them happen. I did hear they actually happen more in the darkness. So, if you want to... There we go. One rabbit. That's 2 more cuts, so that's 4. I need 2 more wabbits. I should have enough beavers, I think. I think I should have enough beaver. Or at least I hope. I might actually go hunt a beaver anyway, just for safety. But oh, they actually implemented the some merry-go-round music in beavers, so that when they do this spinny thing, which is something I did want to tell you guys, watch out for, because beavers actually they aggro in groups now. So don't aggro 4 beavers standing next to each other if you can't take all 4 on, or make sure you're by water and have swimming. Because when one beaver will start to do this really crazy, fast, spinny, he sits there and spins for a little while, and that's no good. It aggroes all the rest of the beavers. So if you have 4 beavers standing there, yeah, you're going to have a bit of a problem killing all 4 unless you're by a sufficient amount of water that you can hide on and just stomp them from the water. Oh, beautiful, or singing old log. I'll take that anyway. Thought it was a beautiful seashell, but oh well. And swimming. Now I won't be able to find any beavers, even though I don't think I need them, but I don't know, I just like to be safe. Like to make sure that I have enough before I start. Get a drink of water here. Alright. Rehydrated. Always a good thing. And let's see, what did he say? Feel free to drop by and take those mushrooms from the crate. Alright. Thank you very much. Being polite and nice. 1 golden rule in Salem. I may leave you some silver. Oh, well, he already logged off. I tried to be nice. I did my best. He might be back. I don't know. Oh well. We're going to continue our hunt for beavers. We are hunting beavers. Dun 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 dun. Alright, not seeing beavers. This is rather annoying. When I need them, I never find them. When I don't need them for anything, don't have a use for them, always find them. That's how it works. Ooh, lavender bluet. Always good. Always gotta have those lavender bluets. Go pick that. And beavers, come on, I need a beaver. Just one beaver. That's probably all I need is 1 beaver, and I cannot find one. I have plenty of deer. Now that I can kill deer, that's all I've been killing, so I completely forgot about beavers. Come on, I need one beaver. Just one, please. Pretty please. With a cherry on top? No? Probably not? Okay. Not happening for me right now. I may not be able to get my phlegm tick. This is frustrating. Ugh. I wanted it so bad. 37 or 30. Yeah, 37. So then I work on... Because see, I always work on blood last, honestly. Because blood is really easy to get up even when you do get to this point in the game. Blood is really easy to get blood as long as you know what to eat and what to do, which is usually... I usually like to use the plant steaks. You got to use one of those first. Then when you get venison cuisine, you actually get access to a side of venison, and those appear to be pretty good for blood as well, if I can remember correctly. I'll have to check once we get back to camp here, but if I remember correctly, they are very good for blood as well. But in my last video, in the gluttony video, is when I wanted to add as well, I did mention to try to avoid slow to eat foods. That's why I always eat the slow to eat foods. I eat those first. The first thing you eat, because that variance penalty is going to be 0. You want to avoid it definitely when you start getting to that point where your variance penalty is getting up to 1 or 2, and then you want to worry about, you really want to start worrying about your variance penalty and keeping that down, which is why you got to rotate what you're eating. In certain cases, I mean, I don't rotate too much because it's just kind of pointless, because I haven't gotten to a point where the foods, I'm still unlocking good enough food for me to eat, so it's not too big of an issue. But of course, no beavers, so I guess we may just have to pray. I think. I don't know. Cannot find any beavers. Oh, look at that. Got myself another one of these so I can get 3,000 pots and pans. And that will study up pretty quick. Yeah, you can watch how fast I study, and this is I only have literacy and a formal education. I do not have Aristotelian logic yet, so bear in mind. Yeah, see, look, it's already. Gotta love that music. It never gets old. But yeah, so I don't have, you know, all of the studying abilities yet. I just have 37 black bile, and that's what's really powering my leveling, my skills, because that black bile is just, it's so important to have. I can't stress that enough, that it's really, really nice to have. That's another good thing for blood, I think, was the simple Sunday steaks. I can't remember. There's so much to try and remember in this game. That's why the Salem wiki is your best friend. I can't stress that enough. Your best friend. Above all other friends, Salem wiki, your best one. Hands down. Because you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, well, the only thing I can really remember how to do is phlegm and yellow bile. And black bile, which black bile, when you get up to this level, by the way, just letting you guys know, I didn't do a video on that because I didn't really want to cover how to get black bile later on, but cabbage cakes, cabbage cakes, cabbage cakes. Get agriculture, get your cabbage growing, start growing some cabbage, get that going, and once you get baking and once you get cabbage growing, you will unlock cabbage cakes, which are very simple. They're really easy, nothing fancy. All you need is a leaf of cabbage, you need flour, and a bucket. And leaf of cabbage is you get by when you harvest your cabbage, you get these coleworts, and you can split these, or well, actually these count as leaf of cabbage. You'll get colewort, ear of colewort or whatever, and you can split those into these leaf of coleworts, and those are, you can eat them, but they also count as a leaf of cabbage. So you get quite a few of them when you harvest your cabbage, so definitely get that up, get that going. It's very useful, and it's guaranteed black bile every time. There's no getting around that. So definitely look into that. Now I'm gonna go see. Tell me I have only one beaver. Well, I guess we can just pray. There's nothing else I can really do. But I'm gonna go put this so I know that I got 4 at least. I know I at least have a minimum of 4 walk on the wild sides, which is, you know what? Just for you guys, I might just try and push my luck. Is that another rabbit? Yes. Oh, it's 3 more rabbits. See, now I find my rabbit, so I didn't even need to go hunt. So we're going to go in here, and we are going to grab this beaver. We're going to skin it, and then we're going to butcher it. And then we will commence the gobbling fork of almighty feasting, and we will feast to our heart's content. So other than that, blood I'm not going to worry about right now because I am not prepared. The side of venisons I don't have enough of. I might make a little video on that to show you guys how easy blood is as well. And side of venison, yeah, that's just one raw venison steak, one raw venison cut, and roasted chestnut. Easy. That should be hands down, no brainer. Easy, easy. So, alright, now that I got the beaver here, I have five walk on the wild sides that I have the ability to craft, so we will go with 5. Hopefully that'll be enough. I don't know that it will, but we will give it a shot anyway, why not? For you guys, I don't mind wasting food. Most people call me crazy, call me whatever you want. Oh, wait a minute. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. Oh, well, awesome. Excellent. We will start with 4. So now I need 2 more of these rabbits here. And the that's another thing too. The shreds of meat, you can use those for the lumberjack fricadelle. I don't know how you pronounce it, but you can use those. Those are really good for recovery, and 9 times out of 10, they're just honestly, shreds are just really easy to come by. So use those up. Use them to your heart's content because they're very useful for regen. But now that the one walk on the wild side is done, I will show you that it gives, the salt event gives me 8 phlegm, the mercury event gives me 13 phlegm, the sulfur event gives me 12 phlegm, and the lead event gives me 25 phlegm. So the only option, unless I get salt 3 times in a row, I'm definitely going to tick up a point or 2. I might go for, I know I only need a point, so I'm not going to worry about getting 2, but Beaver Dam. Beaver Dam is good for, black bile. That's what it looks like. It gives black bile and everything, but it is kind of unreliable because it does give 12 in phlegm. So I'm going to eat that. Don't care about it. One more random thing to eat. I hate when I run into this problem. Oh, I don't want to do it, but I'll eat a bluet. So now we just do the, actually, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a couple more walk on the wild sides, even though it's going to drain my phlegm again. I'm going to have to re-eat again, but oh well. I don't care. So here we go. 2 more. Put those back in there, and 2 more. See how easy walk on the wild sides. I mean, once you start getting the ability to hunt, once you start getting up there, it's so easy to just make food and just use it for hunting, really. And then once you get agriculture, you get farming. If you join up with a village, it gets even easier. So now I will eat my chestnut because I'm an idiot. So I'll eat that because I'm not eating another bluet because those things are like gold, at least right now. And let's see, and here we go. Maybe. Oh, I left wander on. Oh, I'm an idiot. Everybody dislike this video. No, I'm just kidding. Like or dislike. If you dislike, tell me why in the comments. I will fix whatever needs to be fixed. But here, Sweet Bambi is really good for yellow bile as well. It's a good thing to mix, but it is kind of unreliable too because it actually is good for phlegm, it's good for yellow bile, it's good for both, honestly. So that's really either way you look at it. I thought it was good for something else, but I should have a side of venison in here somewhere to show you guys the blood rating on that because I thought it was pretty good. I might be wrong, but I thought that's what I used for blood. I'm not sure. Let's see. And screw it, I'm just gonna eat this other witch's hat here, just so I can get that phlegm tick for you guys, and I'll show you that it's really not that bad. Really, honestly, the worst part is really just gathering the stuff to prepare for feasting. That's the worst part. Alright, so now just eat this, and it does take a little while. It is a meat product. Oh, I got the blood. So hopefully this is going to be enough. Oh, I need that 25. Come on, 25. Yes, there was the 25, and that's 37 right there. So you see, what I actually got, those 3 times, I ate 3 of them. What I got was I got the salt event on the first one. That was 10 blood, because you saw the 10, you saw more blood than phlegm. I got the salt event on the first one. I'm pretty sure I got the sulfur event on the second one, and I got the lead event, which is 25 phlegm, on the last one. That's what pushed me up to the point of 37. So now I am 34, 37, 36, and 37. So my next goal is going to be blood eventually when I get around to it, but that won't be for maybe a little bit. I gotta get some stuff together. I'm actually thinking about moving. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured it out. Probably not, but I gotta get some stuff together first. So once I do, but before I do Gluttony, I will let you guys in on it. I will record it and I will commentary it so that you guys can see it. But I'm gonna cut this one off. That's pretty much all there really is to the Gluttony. I told you I would make a Let's Play. I wasn't lying, so that you guys can see how I do it, how it works, and hopefully this may have explained it a little bit better, maybe not. All I can say is if you don't get it by now, go out there, do it yourself. That's all I can say. Go out there, have fun, and just do it yourself. And eventually, just try not to mess it up too bad, but eventually you will get it. I promise you that. You will eventually understand the concepts of Gluttony once you start doing it. So that's it for this Let's Play, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for that podcast. Hopefully, maybe within a few weeks, a couple weeks or so. I got more videos coming out that I'm working on, so keep an eye out for those. And thanks a lot for watching again, and I will see you in the next video.